Girlfriend, welcome to a special episode of the Hope After Breast Cancer podcast. Are you tired of just surviving breast cancer? Well, you've come to the right place. Our beautiful contributing expert and integrative nutrition health coach, Karin Del Maestro, is about to share her top tips for a thriving lifestyle with you. I know you'll enjoy her coaching. Here's Karin.
Hello there, and welcome to the Essentials for Thriving series. This is part 2, and in this part, we're going to be talking about reducing toxins. I'm your host, Karin Del Maestro, a health and transformation coach, breast cancer and BRCA2 thriver. And when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I put on my Sherlock Holmes hat. As somebody that's been in health and wellness for over 20 plus years, I was like, why? Why did I get breast cancer when I live a life that I thought was pretty preventative at the time? But what I realized as I dug deeper and deeper and deeper was that there were things that I still wasn't doing, room where I got to improve. And so today, as we're talking about reducing toxins, for example, I had already made some shifts in my personal care products, but I went on to do so much more. We're going to be talking about that a little bit in today's episode. So first of all, I want to share with you why toxins are important. Okay, because it's one of these topics I think that we don't even realize, but I also think it's one of the easiest shifts for us to make after breast cancer that can have a truly major impact on reducing our risk. And so listen in and think about where you get to make these shifts today. Why is it important? Well, what we don't realize, I think, and these were some of my ahas that I had as I had my Sherlock Holmes hat on, and I'm diving into all of this research. And, you know, as a health coach, many of my clients call me like the missing piece of the puzzle. I'm the person that kind of puts everything together so that it kind of makes sense. And so you can imagine with my diagnosis, I was like, okay, so why? What happened? And what I share with you in this series and in my self-paced program, Essentials for Thriving, are the 4 things that I believe have the biggest impact on helping us to lower our risk. Now, I became aware that I actually carry the BRCA2 genetic mutation, which only 15% of breast cancer diagnoses are due to genetics. Which means 85% of diagnoses are due to what is known as environmental factors. Karin, what are those? You might be wondering, right? It's kind of like a fancy name. If we think about it, these environmental factors are everything to do with our environment, what we're eating, what we're drinking, the chemicals in our home, things like managing stress, huge impact on our risk, not talked about. But also, these environmental factors are things like personality traits. And I'll be talking more about that in episode 4. So don't miss that one. But hang out with me for today because we're going to be talking about reducing toxins. Now, so keep that in mind, that 85% of diagnoses are due to environmental factors. This is exciting, guys. This is exciting because you get to control those factors. So you don't just have to sit there and wait to get sick again. There are things that you can do easily. And I think that this topic specifically is one of the easiest because if you are buying products to use in your home anyway, or on your body anyway, how easy is it to just make a safer shift? Pretty easy. That's why I think it's one of the easiest shifts to make that has a massive impact. So let's start with a couple of statistics here. The air in our homes is, on average, about 500 times more toxic than the air outside. What? When I realized how important reducing toxins was, not only did I put my Sherlock Holmes hat on, but I signed up to study under an environmental specialist, environmental toxins specialist, so that I could truly learn more. Why, you might think I'm not a scientist, but this is a really in-depth topic that I want to shortcut for you. I want to make it as easy for you as possible so that you don't have to do all the research and the studying that I did, right? That's the whole point of bringing you a program like Essentials for Thriving, shortcutting the journey for you, making it easier for you. So with our homes being 500 times more toxic than the air outside, and knowing that the average American prior to COVID spent 70% of their time indoors, I think we can all agree that there's room there for improvement. And there's a little bit of understanding about how important our space is, right? So it's a big topic. It's a big topic. But like I said, I'm going to shortcut it for you. But I also, this is one of the areas where I say, you go slowly. You take these shifts at your pace. It's not that you have to like Marie Kondo the whole house at the same time. That would feel overwhelming, right? I've made these shifts over years. You get to choose how quickly or slowly you do it, but don't think that you have to go and like change everything in the house at once. I give you a system in Essentials for Thriving. I talk you through it. I give you checklists. I give you even my favorite products and everything if you want to do that. I give you all of that so that it makes it super easy for you to start making these shifts. So you might be wondering, like, Karin, why is this important? Like, what do these chemicals do, these toxins do to our body? Well, first of all, I think it's important to understand that our body is our largest organ, and everything that we put on our body gets absorbed into our bloodstream. That's what all those little holes are for, our pores, right? So everything is absorbed. So everything we put on our body matters because it affects our health and well-being. Everything that we use in our home, we're breathing in that air 500 times more toxic than the air outside. Really important, right? So many of these chemicals, these toxins, these products have ingredients that are known carcinogens, cancer-causing ingredients, that are known hormone-disrupting ingredients, especially important to those of us who had hormone-receptive breast cancer, but relevant for all of us. Those chemicals mimic hormones in our body, sends all of our other hormones off going nuts because they're trying to balance everything that's going on. And our hormones actually run the show in our body. Every hormone will affect everything in our body. So it's really important to look at those hormone disrupting chemicals. And the other thing is, many of these toxic ingredients can cause chronic fatigue. Oh, so for those of you that are struggling or feeling tired, and unmotivated, and struggling after breast cancer, this could be an area that is really important for you to look at, right? So where do we find them? Yeah, everywhere. Again, you want a list, you want a check sheet. I take you room by room, item by item in Essentials for Thriving. I really do simplify it for you as much as I possibly could because it is such a huge, huge topic. But we want to look at our personal care products. So things we're using on our body, especially things that we're using every day, things like your shampoo and conditioner, maybe makeup, moisturizer, one of the big things I'll tell you right now that we do not want to use anywhere is fragrance. And if we look up the ingredients on anything that you use on your body, that you clean your home with, your laundry detergent, everything has fragrance. Candles, air freshness, everything, your shampoos and conditioners, everything contains fragrance. And all it says is fragrance. Why is that? Because fragrance they are typically trade secrets. They're trade secrets. And so companies are not even divulging the chemicals that they're using to create those fragrances. So we don't even know. We don't even know what they are. And the problem is that there's very little regulation, especially in the personal care industry. 80% of the products on our shelves have never been tested for safety. So there's even baby products. So for instance, shampoos and conditioners, they can say safe, they can say natural, they can say clean, and there is no regulation to make sure that those statements are true. This is why you need to be Sherlock Holmes. This is why you need to advocate for your health and well-being by knowing what's going on in your home, knowing what you're putting on your body, what's going on with your cleaning products, with your laundry. Think about it. Everything that we wear, right, has gone through the laundry. So if you're using dryer sheets or fragranced laundry detergent or fabric softeners, I don't use any of those anymore. We have dryer balls. There are other options. It's not to say, but finding products that clean the house, that actually clean, that don't make it harder. Finding beauty products that work. Like I've done all of that research. I've looked for all of that for you. Deodorant, toothpaste, all of those things. You get all of my recommendations in Essentials for Thriving. Plus the website that you don't want to miss. Everybody needs to know about this website because it's going to help you on your Sherlock Holmes journey massively. But you need to know what's in your products, how it's affecting your body, and you've got the choice to just choose a different product. And one of the things I hear a lot is, but Karin, isn't it more expensive? Now, I know in the US that going through breast cancer is expensive, right? We're all left with medical bills, some of them quite prohibitive. But I'll tell you what, especially if I think about like what we use to clean in our house now, it's one concentrate that is mixed with water, and I use it for, there's a streak-free laundry, dish soap, hand soap, a multi-purpose, and a bathroom cleaner, all from one concentrate. So there's one concentrate in those bottles under my sink, and that's it. So we're clearing out the mess, we're clearing out the fragrance, we're clearing out the toxins, and it costs so much less than all of those things that I used to buy. To me, that's a win-win. Wouldn't that make it easier for you? Wouldn't it make it simpler? And wouldn't you feel better that you can breathe easier? Especially, and you know, the thing I love about this, it's not just you that benefits. Everybody that's living under your roof benefits. Everybody. How good is that? That's a win-win. And you get to continue and make these recommendations to your loved ones and help them. Help them lower their risk of getting sick. Help them with fatigue. Help them with autoimmune. All of these recommendations are going to help lower inflammation in your body, helping to lower your risk for all serious disease. Of course, nothing is guaranteed 100%. I wish it were. So I can't guarantee that. But from all of the studying that I've done, from all of the research and education, this is the thing that makes a difference. And I know how I felt. We got rid of all plastic. we minimize plastic in our homes. Changed up so many things over the years because I had it laid out, what I wanted to change, what I wanted to go to. And that's exactly what I give you in Essentials for Thriving. So I hope today has been a little bit eye-opening, right? In recognizing that this area of reducing toxins might be something that you haven't even considered before, but it is an easy shift and probably the easiest shift in all of the 4 that I'm going to be talking about that I include in Essentials for Thriving. Reducing toxins is module 2. You'll get more information. You can find the link in the show notes to hop on over and learn more. But this topic is one that I hope you can hear I'm quite passionate about because it is so easy. It's so easy, but so crucially important. And the impact that it has on your health and well-being, massive, 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 massive. So I hope you choose to make some safer choices, cleaner choices for you, for your family, for the future. And take a look at Essentials for Thriving. I've laid it all out in there, done the research for you so that you don't need to. It is truly my mission to shortcut this journey for you, to help you reduce inflammation, to help you lower your risk of getting sick again wherever I can. Okay, thank you so much for listening in, for joining, and I will see you in the next episode. We're going to be talking about managing stress. Ooh, big topic. And for those of you that experienced stress 24 to 48 months prior to your diagnosis, you do not want to miss this episode. Okay, I will see you there in episode 3 of this series, Essentials for Thriving. Today we talked about reducing toxins. Thank you again for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.
Many thanks to the amazing Karin Del Maestro for sharing her Essentials for Thriving tips with our community. This episode is one of 5 Essentials for Thriving podcasts from Karin, so please be sure to check out the other ones. Please subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode, and we'll see you next time.